Good morning, welcome to Air Rifle Pesting. Glad you can join me this morning. Back at Farm Z. So beautiful morning today. It's a bit cloudy this morning, foggy I should say. So now the sun's came out and the fog lifted. It's nice bright morning here. So very nice. I just finished zeroing my impact, shooting the JSB 25.4 redesign. So far it's good. I'm shooting out to 75 yards right now. I'm going to continue to push it to the range. I probably maybe get like 90 yards. So once I get everything dialed in, I think I will be able to do some starling shooting with it. So just to recap, I have sorted out my impact from the valve, and so now I got my the air consumption is good, and I get nice shot count. Velocity that I'm shooting these JSP, I think is 926, so it's pretty consistent. I got a standard deviation about 2.4. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm skipping the slugs for now because I have issue with the slug jamming in my sight shot magazine. So right now I'm just waiting for the inserts from Orion. He's gonna send me a couple inserts, so we're gonna try that out, and hopefully I'm gonna get this a slug jamming issue fixed. Then I can get back to testing the accuracy again. So, but this morning I'm gonna show you a really vintage pistol, which is a Walter LP3, I think. This belonged to one of the farmers, and he had some issue with it, and he asked me to see if we're gonna fix it. And upon opening it up, I investigated and I found out it was the piston seal that has deteriorated. So I ordered a couple spare from England. It came in about 2 weeks, so it came in a couple days ago actually. I ordered 2 weeks ago. So I was able to put it back together, fixed it, and it's shooting pretty good. So it's a low power, it's 10 meter pistol, but let me show you. So here it is. It has a nice nice wooden grip, nice big grip here with the adjustment on the grip there. So again, this is a 177. Very nice, very vintage, and this thing is old. So basically it's a lever. You open it and you cock it, right? So it's an iron sight obviously, but yeah, it's so far I'm pretty impressed with it. I took a few test shot. See, that's the LP M3 model. Not too bad. I mean, it's on the low power side, but for 10 meter, that's all you need, right? So that's the piston seal. So the old one was completely mangled and came apart. So I'm gonna put an insert picture here, but that's all we need. Just a little replacement of this O-ring, not O-ring, a piston seal, and it's good to go. So yeah, that's pretty nice. So I'm at the stairs right now. So today I'm going to be shooting my impact with the redesigned JSB 25.4 grain. So I got it zero out to 80 yards today. So far everything is shooting well. The impact is working properly. So, but not many starling this morning actually. There were a lot of crows, but they're on the other property, which I can't get to. But hopefully I'll get a chance with them and see if I can get some good footage with the impact back in action. So yeah, we'll see what happened. But anyway, this morning, one of the farmer came and picked up his pistol, the Walter LP03. So that's the 177, as I mentioned before. So after talking to him, and he told me that he know some farmers obviously, and he's going to pass the word for me and give me a referral. So he mentioned his neighbor's farm possibly have some rats and starlings. So I'm hoping that his neighbor is gonna agree to meet up with me and see if I can do something for them. And also he mentioned there's another farm at a different location. It happened that farm, I knew about the farm because as I drove by that area, I always wanted to shoot in that location because it's such a beautiful setting. And then this farmer also know that owner there as well, so he said he's gonna call on my behalf and make the introduction. So I'm quite excited and looking forward to the opportunity, and hopefully it's gonna pan out. Then that way I get possibly 1 or 2 brand new permission. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, the starlings will start to come in now. If they land, I'll get a try to take them out. So stay tuned. Well, finally it happened. This is gonna be my new permission. This is from the farmer whom I fixed the pellet gun for, the Walter L3, and he knows another farmer, and he introduced me to him, and here I am. This is one of his barn, so I'm just gonna do a quick walkthrough. A lot of starlings here, but mainly I'll be doing rats here, not in here but outside. But you can see a lot of starling here as well. So I'm just gonna basically do a recon now, check out the place. Yeah, this farm is huge, very nice. Very lucky to get this permission. So the farmer is looking forward to my service or work to help him out. So yeah, so let's go all the way back in there. I might be doing some indoor for the starlings, maybe later on when I get used to the compound. But definitely I'll be back at night to shoot rats. Apparently there are quite a bit of rats here. And also this new farmer suggests that we contact another farmer, and apparently he has a lot of rat as well at a different location. So this is good. I'm super happy. This is a great opportunity here. So again, this is outside. You see starlings there. So these starlings have never been shot before. So I'm gonna have a good chance of making some good footages here. So yeah, this farm is huge. I'll find out how bad the rat infestation is. And the owner said that they are everywhere. This is a slough pit. And then this is another farm. A lot of cows in here. Beautiful. So this is the sand pit where the owner says there are a lot of rats comes out at night. They're feeding the grain off the sand here. So they'll be all over the place. Wonderful. And it's good backdrop. Just know they're miles away for the next house. So this is the pit that I will be focusing on, because they said this is where the rats are. So I'm just walking around filming the area so I can familiarize myself with the location, equipment, and all that stuff, so that safety comes first. Obviously no damage to equipment. That's very important. So this is where they clean the sand and then recycle. Yeah, this is gonna be a huge permission. Looking forward to it and see what I can get here. Definitely starling, doves, maybe even coyote. This is a very well kept farm, clean. So I can set up everywhere. A lot of trees, I'm sure a lot of starlings gonna land on them. So just to show all the open field here, these will be my backdrop really. Fantastic. I'm really happy I got this permission. This is what I've been wanting to get, and I think this is going to be a really good shooting platform here. So yeah, I'm happy. Believe me, I'm really happy. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Cheers. This barn is huge. Well, I guess this will be my shooting testing range. I don't know how long this distance is, but if I set up a target here, which is very good backdrop there, safe, and then I can zero my gun here all the way back. So yeah, this is fantastic. Hello, welcome to Air Arm Testing. I am at a new permission, so I was very lucky. So I got it set up here first time, and I'm just scoping out the area to see where these rats are hiding, where they're going and coming. So these are the concrete barriers that they're using this as like a highway moving from A to B. And these are the hole where the water actually leaking through. So they're sticking the head out there so I can see them. I think they're like out to 50 yards, I believe. I didn't really range it, but they're there. So on this laneway here, I don't really have a good spot to set up. So I'm just basically just filming here to see where they're at. So you can see this is about 30 yards away. So I probably have about 40-45 yards from end to end. This is about 27 yards. As you can see, there's some movement in this hole there. So this is where they walk, they're traveling around, hiding there and staying out of sight, and pretty safe actually, because the cats or owl can't get them when they're inside. So lucky for me, I was able to see them with my night vision. Unlucky for them, I guess. So basically, I'm just waiting around, just observing right now. Like I said, this is my first visit here. So I'm just trying to find out exactly where they're hiding. So I'm just panning and see if I can see some more action. So this is about almost 9 o'clock, I guess. So it's beginning to get darker now. So I think they'll feel more comfortable. So here it is, the first rat that showed up. And you can see the cows in the background there. So I had to be very careful. So waited patiently, and this guy eventually stuck his head out far enough. And I squeezed the trigger, down he went. So this is my first rat kill shot with my Air Arm S510. That's a 177 caliber. Is a 12 foot-pound gun. So you can see in the background there's a whole bunch of rats there. So I don't shoot them for obvious reason because the cows are in the way. So I'm just observing them and see where they're going and where they're hanging out. As you can see, there's another one here. So it seems to me these rats are very comfortable amongst the cow. So they're used to it. There's a lot of food there, obviously. So they're just picking up off the grain on the ground, or they're going into the feeding pan. So they're very opportunists. So anyway, this cow was getting a bit curious and friendly. So it's coming way too close. So I kept my gun on safety and only take the shot when it was safe. So I'm patiently waited to see this guy here. And when the cow moved away, I dropped him. So it's rat number 2. So twitching of the body is just muscle reflexes. They're pretty much dead as soon as the pellet hit the brain. Here's another rat showed up, but unfortunately the cow was in the way and I didn't want to take the shot. Also in here, I didn't take a shot in the hole because the rat was actually quite deep. It's about 2 foot in there. It looks pretty close, but it's not. So I don't want to unable to retrieve the body afterwards. So I opt not to shoot them while they're inside the hole. Yeah, quite a few in the background. The retaining wall in the back there is about 42 yards. So I'm just scanning around to see if I get lucky again somewhere. But nothing yet except this, what I call a honey hole. Seems like a lot of them are coming through here. I could take a shot here, but like I said, it was too deep. So I figure I'm sure soon enough they will come forward and I'll be able to take a better shot. I guess we're just sitting here staring at each other, waiting for the next move. So there are quite a few rats that I saw so far. I'm sure there are more in areas that I haven't even explored yet. But for tonight, this is the couple spot that I was paying attention to. Finally, I saw an eye here popping out, so I waited for him, and one guy came out. Perfect timing. This is shot rat number 3. So that was the next shot, and it's just as effective as a headshot. So as you can see in the picture, I just drop him right there, so he's pretty much dead. And that's just the muscle reflexes again. You can see the tail wagging. That's an indication of a head or neck shot. I was hoping for this guy to come out a bit more so I can take a shot. But he decided to go back in, so he was very lucky. So I scanned around and then another one came out. Perfect. Just have to be patient, waiting for it to come out a little bit further so I can guarantee to pick up the body. This is rat number 4. So my Air Arm S510 is doing really well, shooting very accurate as I knew it would be. Because being 177, the trajectory is very flat, so it's very forgiving. So my gun is 0 at 30 yards. So this is just perfect. I don't have to do any holdover. Here's another one came out of the hole, and we're playing the staring game, and he got a headshot as well. So it doesn't take too much power or energy to drop these guys as long as you hit the vital. So 12 foot-pound is plenty. In the past, I was shooting with my HW100 and with the 22 caliber. That gun is 27 foot-pounds, so there's a lot of energy, so I can do body shot effectively. This guy is a bit strange. I thought I hit him in the neck area, but he didn't go down, so I did a follow-up and shot him in the head, and he expired. So this guy was actually quite deep. I had to like reach in with my grubber to pick him out. So I spotted another one here in the hole, just waiting for him to come out, and he did, and he was met with the lead in the head. He was rat number 7. So in this one here, I will not take a shot primarily because the hole could be a pass-through to the other side, and there are 5 calves hanging out in the back there. You probably can see him. So therefore, this is a very high-risk shot, even though I know I can hit the rat in the hole. But just in case there's a ricochet or pass-through, just too risky. So I decided not to take the shot for the safety reason. So I'm back at the honey hole, and there's a rat there licking, or I don't know what it was doing to the dead one. However, I wasn't paying attention because I was loading up my second magazine just to prepare for shots, so I kind of missed my opportunity here. By the time I finished loading my 10-shot magazine in the dark with the flashlight, it was a bit too late, so he kind of moved around and got away. It's a bit late by the time I spotted him. I could have still shot him, but I wanted a clean headshot. And just as I was about to squeeze, he turned away and left. Maybe next time. So this one's been eluding my shot here. He kept showing up and disappearing. So I was waiting for him for quite a while. Again, I didn't want to shoot through the hole anyway if it doesn't come out further. This one I actually took a quick shot and I didn't press record. So this is the shot rat number 8. He was a smaller guy. So again, this guy was still here, and I believe this is one of the big one that I later on shot because he came out further, which you will see soon. Even though I'm very tempted to squeeze through a shot, but I decided not to. So the activity is still quite busy there, out in the open. So even though the cows are not there, I didn't want to take a shot because I could have hit the post, or the bar I should say, or I didn't want to go in there and pick up the bodies after, so I don't disturb the calves inside. So for the time being, they can hang out in the back, and unless I figure out a way to get them, then I'll shoot them. But sooner or later, they will get the calling card. So here's the rat that I was talking about earlier. Finally, he decided to come out, and perfect opportunity. Took him out with a headshot. He was rat number 9. So luckily he came out of the hole, so I didn't have to dig him out. Now the reason I took the shot because I can see the calves are in the far left, so that's why I knew this was a shot that's okay to take. So I'm glad it turned out the way it did. And this guy was actually the biggest rat that I shot, and he's probably about 17 or 18 inches long from head to tail. So I spotted this one under the feeding area. It's quite narrow, so I waited, and this is a spot that next to the side of the honey hole because there wasn't too much activity going on that side, so I decided to go for a walk, and then I spotted this too underneath, and this guy was rat number 10. Unfortunately, this guy kind of took off, so I waited, and then sooner or later another one pops out. This is about 14 yards. I was shooting with my tripod, so I know my holdover is 1 mil dot, and I just waited for the opening. When he stuck his head out, I simply just squeezed the trigger and he would be expired pretty soon. He was rat number 11. So these are the 2 rats that I couldn't retrieve because they fell into the hole and there's no way for me to grab them. So I spotted this guy. He was out there. As I squeezed the trigger, it moved. So I kind of missed my shot and hit him in the leg area. Unfortunately, that wasn't a kill shot. So other than having a sore foot, it would live, unfortunately. So this guy was from the first spot where I saw all the rats. And he was about 30 yards, I think. So I decided to just basically ambush him and set up right over here with my tripod. There were a couple rats here. One at 21 yards and then the other one was at 26. So finally he came out and I got steady and took him out with a headshot as well. This was my last shot of the night. And I did have shot number 12 off camera. So in total, I shot 13 out of 13 and only collected 11. So not a bad night for a first visit at this new permission. So there are plenty of more rats to be shot. Yeah, I'll be back for sure. Thank you for watching. Hope I see you in the next one. Cheers.